Last time we talked about Hasan was when he was complaining about how difficult it is to stream. I tried to be charitable when it came to the interpretation, saying that, yeah, okay, if you're in front of a camera all the time, 8, 9 hours, but in the case of Hasan, very intermittently within those few hours that he does stream online, yeah, it can be taxing. I understand where you're coming from. It's not exactly analogous to you being in the diamond mines for 12 hours a day, clawing salt from the walls. I think that that's a false dichotomy, and a lot of people ended up getting butthurt and, trying to make that about themselves. I work a manual labor job. You have no idea what it means to work hard. Yeah, that's fantastic. Hasan is his own bag of worms that are out there. But when you have his contemporaries coming out going, I think it's not so much you have a difficult time streaming that your social battery gets drained. It's that you're a fraud, because here you have people. Okay, and I use that term very liberally when we're talking about these two streamers that are out there. Not a fan of either of them. Adin will basically blow wherever the wind does, and XQC, if you can understand the prick. You're treated to some of the most sterling commentary online. Jamma Man the Fortune, and what's about the chat? So I picked up my water, and I guys, it had it had the water, water on the outside. I don't know, I put some ice in there, and then I think it got slimy on the outside. I don't know what's going on. It's impossible to listen to that guy and not lose brain cells. When they're right, well, they're right. XQC and Adin Ross call out Hasan for claiming streaming is harder than real jobs. Hasan came under fire from several content creators recently after he compared his streaming career to traditional working hours, saying, yes, a real job can be gruesome, a real job can make you very tired, but a real, job doesn't suck the soul out of you the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will. And like I said, a lot of people had their interpretations on that. Even Hasan tried to walk it back. It's wild how this completely out of context clip made its way to Twitter so fast. I was talking about how much a 9-hour stream eats away at my social battery and how I can't socialize after, comparing it to my sales job before. Nah, man. It's just, you're trying to put up a visage of somebody that you are not. It's not tough to stream if you're being authentic. I love recording videos. Here's a one-to-one that I can make on this. I love doing streams. Now, my workload, it's pretty untenable to try to do all of that together as much as I'd like to. It's unfortunate that my body can't keep up with my work ethic. Sucks to suck, I guess. But what you see from me and what you see from a lot of streamers that are out there are some bad ones that are out there. Hasan is definitely chiefly among them. But for as much as I don't like XQC, I don't really like Adin Ross all that much, I think that they're authentic. They're authentically dim, but they are authentic. Now, the biggest streamers on Kick have jumped on the bandwagon. XQC and Adin Ross, who were streaming IRL on the alternative platform, took the opportunity to give their opinion on the Hasan comment. Adin asked XQC and the other creators about them, their work as streamers, and if they'd rather work a traditional 9 to 5. What do you guys think? Is streaming harder than a regular job? Which got a big laugh out of XQC and the other streamers. Adin continued, literally nobody would ever say that. All I have to ask is this, chat. What would you rather be, a streamer or work a regular job? Exactly. It's one of the most stupid things you could possibly say. And yeah, ever since then, things, mostly because his contemporaries kind of took a dump on him after that, because it's not so much like that was the dumbest thing that Hasan has ever said, because that guy he's a perpetual bad take machine. Perhaps that was just what ended up being the straw that broke the camel's back, because he's been a bit of a tailspin lately, okay? Shout out to Memology 101. Hasan Piker is now guilt-tripping his fans just because his viewership dropped to 13,000 concurrent viewers. Given the fact that the guy used to stream to 30, 40, 50,000 people, for what reason? I've tried to theorize exactly why his viewership is exactly what it is, outside of the take, which I kind of halfway agree with. I think that's how people probably get into the door when it comes to Hasan. With him just kind of being a VJ, for him just putting up videos throughout the day, minimally commenting on them, but just continuing to churn out the daily information. People just put it on in the background, listen to him, and be, thankful for the service that he provides. I think that's how people would kind of get in the door. And given the way that Twitch is set up, okay, with your biggest streamers, pushed to the top, that's why he accrued the fan base that he did. But then also taking them on this emotional journey, keeping them hooked in with his very terrible socialist messaging where your perpetual victim, the outrage machine that gets stoked on the left, is that, everything is wrong with the world because of conservative greed. And, well, it's a very easy narrative for, impressionable youth to get sucked up in, and ergo, and that's why people continue to come back every single day just to get their daily input of rage. But when he says something so monumentally dim that his privileged job is metaphorical albatross around his neck, I would end up, casting off some people that would definitely grade their parents to be in a similar situation. So yeah, this isn't just mammology telling tales out of school. There's receipts out there, okay? Here's some Discord screenshots from Hasan. I'm so sad. I think that the streams are bangers, but people just don't see them. You're still Twitch's golden child, mostly because a lot of your competitors moved over to Twitch, or, you had them banned. So no, you're still on top. It's just not a lot of fish left in that pond. We used to be a community. Oh no, comrade. You're no longer an appreciated member of the community. I hate what my community is becoming. What, trying to hold you accountable for your bad decision making? I swear Twitch streaming isn't about the actual content. It's about whether people want to pay attention to you or not, and clout. All this shit was a banger and 13,000 watch, like I'm fucking gaming at 8 p.m. Well, here's the thing, man. Gaming takes a lot of skill. What you do is read chat and put up a video whenever you want to get up and stretch your legs so that nobody can, context clip you when you're letting other people's content run and you're not at the camera to react to it. I'm done. I hate this job. I'm not streaming today. I'm going to trans day of visibility myself. Oh no. So after spurgouts like that, Hasan, in an attempt get back his audience, mostly because he's an untalented hack, is resorting to drama farming. And this right here, this is the death throes of somebody's career. When you have to resort to dragging up a name from the past, somebody that you banned while you were at the height of your hours over on Twitch, you would never, ever, ever bring up Destiny's name. And I'm not out here, okay? I'm not one of these people that are going to hold the blue-haired sodomite in high regards. I don't like any of these people that I'm talking about. We're just specifically discussing the phenomenon of the privileged streamer. Somebody who was born on third base and think that they hit a triple. If it wasn't for Cenk putting this goofball on, he would be the asshole defendant in a lawsuit because he was working at a garage and he forgot to put 3 of the 4 lug nuts on somebody's tire. Bro's dumb, untalented, and a nepo baby of the highest regards. And because, well, the bloom has definitely fallen off of the Young Turk's rose, he doesn't have anybody to artificially inflate his numbers anymore. And socialism in general amongst his audience is not that cool anymore because everybody started to take a look at, look at who else is out here. Okay, you have the likes of Hasan. You have Destiny. Destiny, he's supposed to be the more rational one. He's supposed to be the more enlightened one. And his bitch just up and left him for a dude in a dress. Fantastic stuff. Why would I want to emulate my life after this sodomite? Then you have Vosh. Less said about that creep, the better. It's almost like everybody's growing up except for the streamers. So while I immediately seen, and was, I don't know, man, maybe I just got caught in the feels for a second. When I seen these screenshots and Hasan complaining and whining about, my views are going down, I feel bad. Then I remember what a flaming piece of shit Hasan really is. How he has defamed the likes of Andrew Tate, Mueller, and EFAP. I know that I'm missing a lot of the stuff. We don't even need to drag up some of his more famous clips to really expose how big of a garbage person he is. In this case, in this scenario, instead of feeling bad for somebody who fell off, instead of hoping that somebody, it really does have a come around in this situation, you just have to accept that some people make their own bed, so now you gotta lie in it. I'm just gonna say it. Hasan deserves the failure that he brought upon himself. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.